Hi everyone, I'm Meredith and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm so excited that you found me, and if you're returning, I'm so grateful you've decided to come back and watch more. I love all things luxury. I love luxury shoes, I love luxury handbags, luxury lifestyle and vlogging, and if they're things that appeal to you, I hope you'll do me a massive favor and hit that subscribe button down below. Hitting that subscribe button costs you absolutely nothing and means so much to me, so I hope you'll help me out. Today we have a massive Louis Vuitton beauty haul. So, as I think the entire world now knows, and certainly the entire luxury world now knows, Louis Vuitton now has a beauty line. It was always just a matter of time. Most luxury houses have a beauty line. Gucci has beauty. Givenchy has beauty, Prada has beauty, Hermes has beauty, Chanel has beauty, Dior has beauty. It was always a matter of time before we had a beauty line launch into Louis Vuitton. And it makes perfect sense that they're doing it at the moment during economic downturn, and we will come to pricing in a minute, I promise. But Louis Vuitton have been really smart about it. They brought in Pat McGrath as the creative director for the beauty section of Louis Vuitton, so Dame Pat McGrath, who has her own makeup line, which has always been incredibly innovative and has had a really strong following from day dot. Her products are amazing. I own lots of them, but it is a particularly expensive line, so she already deals kind of in that high-end makeup area, so it made sense that they would look for someone like that to come in to lead this launch of Louis Vuitton makeup and really give them some creative direction. So as soon as I heard it was Pat McGrath, I was so excited because I'm like, this could be amazing, and I'm of the opinion it is. There has been a lot of backlash around the pricing for Louis Vuitton makeup. It outstrips Chanel, it outstrips Hermes, and people are like, this is ridiculous. And there's been a lot of negative noise around it. I've watched many a content creator bash this line and the pricing of it. And I've got to say, I've found some of it a little bit hypocritical. I think if I came on here and bashed the prices that this makeup is, I would be a hypocrite. As I sit with the bags behind me and the bags in this room and the shoes and the silks and the ready to wear, it's absolutely hypocritical to say that these products are ridiculously expensive. It's all ridiculously expensive. We know this. We absolutely know this. Are the handbags worth the thousands of dollars that they charge for them? No. Are the shoes worth the thousands of dollars they charge for them? No. Ready to wear, the silks, are these things ever worth it? And the answer is, at the most basic level, no. But worth has and always will be in the wallet of the spender. Does the person spending the money see the worth in it? So I don't like the commentary around, it's ridiculously expensive, who would buy it? Because it's not up to you. You can choose not to buy it because you don't think that makeup is worth that amount of money, and that's cool. But I don't think it's right for content creators to bemoan the cost of this makeup only to have thousands of dollars worth of bags in their possession, or shoes, or anything else they've bought. You saw value in that, and some people will see value in this. And in economic downturn, makeup always sells well because people might not have the money to buy the luxuries they used to, like the handbags, like the shoes, like the ready to wear, but they might have the money to spend on makeup, and that little bit of luxury gives them that dopamine hit. The endorphins start to fly as they spend their $265 on a lipstick and get the Louis Vuitton bag that goes with that. It gives them the same rush as buying a handbag used to in a time of economic downturn. So I don't think it's tone deaf of Louis Vuitton to release this line now, or tone deaf of them to have this pricing. Prices are indicative of the work that goes in and the formulas that they create and the packaging and the starting the manufacturing around this, plus yes, there is an element of luxury to it. So it is expensive, and they wanted to come in hard. Hermes is expensive, Chanel is expensive, but the people who are at the tops of those trees and the creative directors are not Pat McGrath. So yeah, I don't think they've done the wrong thing. I don't think the pricing is so far out of this realm that people won't buy it. I mean, I bought a ridiculous amount of stuff because I love makeup and I love Louis Vuitton, and my worlds collided and here we are. So I was always going to buy, no, I won't say that. I wasn't always going to buy a lot from this line. In fact, I got caught up in the negative hype around this. So usually I'm someone who is easily swayed and gets caught up in hype in general. Like, oh my God, I want to buy that. There was so much backlash and negativity to the release of this makeup line and the pricing. I actually got caught up in the negativity of it. I said to Peter, my sales associate, I don't think I'm going to buy anything from it because it's crazy expensive. But they're not my words. And he knew they weren't my words. But I had heard those words so much on social media. I was like, oh, it is really expensive. Ugh, like that played in my head. And when I broke that off and went, no, you're being stupid. You want this and this is your realm, makeup. I wanted to buy it. So I did. So yeah, I think the negativity has really bled through with this, but I also think it's really unfounded and a little bit hypocritical of people to sit there and go, it's not worth that amount of money. Well, that's fine. It might not be worth it to you, but it's worth it to other people. And I think we've got to get out of this narrative of telling people how to spend their money or making them feel guilty for spending their money on things that they deem expensive. Like, it's what you want to spend your money on. I choose to spend it on this, someone else chooses to spend it on something else, but nothing is worth it in the luxury realm. Not the cars, not the holidays, not the bags and the shoes and the silks and the ready to wear. Like, if it's got a name attached to it, a luxury name attached to it, the worth is probably not there. Even at a holiday level, Disney was incredibly expensive as a holiday, but it had Disney attached to it. So yeah, you gotta just look at what you're saying before you say it out loud and look at what you have, and is that hypocritical or not? All right, let's get out all the things that I bought, because I bought a lot. Okay, so I've got 2 bags of stuff and each thing is wrapped individually. So this is part of their makeup launch. If you buy 2 lipsticks, you get 2 lots of packaging. Everything is individually wrapped, which is crazy. So let's get out. Let's do this one first. I have no idea what's in anything. I have some SLGs, I've got lipsticks, I've got both satin, matte and balms, and I've got eyeshadow palettes. And some of my stuff is not here yet. I'm missing 5 things still. So yeah, this is a lot of money worth of new beauty launches, but I'm very much here for it. All right, so we'll open the first box, and it's an SLG. And it looks like this. And we open it up. Oh, you are cute. You are so cute. Oh, look. It's a lipstick case. It's the cutest little thing you've ever seen. Look at that. So I chose monogram. They are doing them in epi in like pinks and reds, but I said to Peter, I'll just stick with the monogram for everything. So it has a clasp that you can attach to your bag. So if you want to use it as a bag charm, you can. And we can try it later, but I feel like it's going to fit 2 lipsticks in there. But very, very cute. If you are after the code, I will give you the code. So that's the product code for it. And you're also going to need the price. I have screenshot everything, so I have the prices for you. So this was 765 Australian dollars, which, yes, I know you're all going to yell at me and go, that's a ridiculous amount of money for such a small thing. But it's so cute. Look at it. In a world of Labubus and people spending money on Labubus, I don't understand why anybody's bemoaning anybody spending any kind of money on stuff. Like, just run with it. Whatever makes you happy at this point. In this day, this world that we live in, if it brings you joy and you've got the money, spend it, I say. So that was the first thing I unboxed. It wasn't the first thing I bought. I think I pre-ordered it actually. Might have been the first thing I bought. All right, and then I have this box. I feel like, yes. So Peter said to me, we forgot to put all your cases in with each product. So we have sent you a whole box of them for all the ones that we missed. So I've got a whole box of cases that we'll look at when we get to the actual makeup. And then we have another SLG box, and I'm still missing an SLG. So I'll take it out. So dust bag, and then this is the case for the eyeshadow compact. So you can put your eyeshadow compact in there. Has a little lock on the zip, and it has the lobster claw so you can hang it from things. And then if we open it up, so it's not a functioning lock, it's just a lock detail. Okay, so it comes in a couple of parts. So your compact goes in this part here, and if we flip it over, there are some brushes. Let's have a look at their brushes. So the brushes are metal, they are metal, and then they're just little eyeshadow brushes. Will I use these brushes? If I'm out and about, I might, and I need to retouch, but I have so many makeup brushes, and really good makeup brushes, and full length makeup brushes, that I don't know if I would use these so much. And I also worry, like, this is a wipeable interior, but I do worry about the amount of transfer from pigmented eyeshadow onto the wipeable interior and staining around that. So the code on this is that. So all the SLGs I got were 1 of 1 in Sydney. So if I bought them, no one else got them, which is ridiculous. But also why I'm waiting on one other thing, because I wasn't the first person to ask for it. I have no doubt that next week there's going to be a ridiculous amount of stock arrive in all Louis Vuitton stores, but they started out making sure it was like there was scarcity around it. So there was a hype, you can't get this, it's already sold out. So when they send a huge amount of stock, the sales associates can go back and go, oh, there's one in now, you can have this. People, oh, thank God, because I missed out the first time. So they did definitely create a scarcity around this, especially to have only 1 each of the SLGs. So the eyeshadow pouch is $875. Yes, it's expensive, but given this is $700, almost $800, and this comes with 2 brushes, I actually think this isn't too bad. Good brushes are worth a lot of money, and these brushes will be amazing because Pat McGrath knows her brushes and knows her makeup, so I have faith that these will be amazing. So let's do this up, and we'll look at the 3rd SLG before we move on to all the makeup. So, okay, last SLG. Looks like this, and we have the little niece case. So I have all the sizes of the niece, so I kind of had to have this. I felt like I couldn't not have it. So this is a lipstick case also. I think it takes 5 lipsticks, 4 or 5. So you open it up like that, and you just put your lipsticks in there, and it'll be good for travel. I feel like that's treated BBN on it. I don't think that's raw, but just a super cute case. And I know, it's ridiculous, just for lipsticks. Stupid, Meredith, I know, but I love it. That's the product code for it. And then it was, I'll tell you the price. So this is where we start to get stupid expensive. This was $1,370. I know, but I have all the nieces, all the sizes, including the jewelry one. He needed this because it was like, it's part of the family. So that is the Niece Beauty. So they're the 3 SLGs I have so far. There is one still coming. I will show you when it arrives. And then we get into the makeup. I've been hanging to get this out. So I'll do the 2 from yesterday first. So I have this packaging And I also have a whole heap of this packaging. So there's 2 different sizes, but essentially they have the same amount of stuff in them. All right, so let's do these 2 first. So, and we have that, and we have that. I'm so excited. This is the first time I get to get them out. So they released on the website on Monday afternoon, and I was going to store on Wednesday with Jerusha. I've got a vlog of that. I'll link it down below. But they didn't actually have it in store to play with until the Friday, but you could click and collect on the Wednesday. So I bought all of this sight unseen, like without seeing it in person. So it's a bit of a risk, but one I was willing to take. So the first thing you get is a little envelope, and in this little envelope is a little velvet case. So it's got Louis Vuitton on it, and then the fleur-de-lis on the back, and then you just open it up and you can put the lipstick in there, which is cool. So every single item comes with one of these. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's got the fleur-de-lis on that end and on that end, and then Louis Vuitton. So this is the satin lipstick in the color Sweet Victory, which is 305. So I didn't buy any of the refills. I bought all original packaging, which is crazy stupid, and I'll explain why. So you push that out and you've got it all embossed with the LVs all over the packaging. And then we lift this up and it's gold on the inside, and that's what the lipstick looks like in the little box. Take it out. And the box has a cutout at the bottom, which makes sure the lipstick doesn't get stuck, which is handy. Packaging. So this is the packaging. It's amazing. And then on the top is the fleur-de-lis, but you can see the color. It does not tell you what the color is on the bottom. So you've got to go by what you can see. Not sure I would have done that, but I guess for the but there is I'm sure there's the reason for it is what I'm about to talk about. So let's open it up. So this is Sweet Victory. So on the website there's a virtual try on, so you can go through on and put your face up and then try on the different lipsticks, which is great. So there's an LV carved into the front, if I can get that to focus. And it smells amazing. So they fragrance them on purpose to smell like Louis Vuitton. So these are refillable. So if I can, oh, there we go. So I can take that out and I have the casing. So on this bit, it tells me what it is. The name is on this bit, but it's not on the case. And the reason for that is you can buy one lipstick case for 265 Australian dollars. And instead of buying, if you want to buy like 3 lipsticks, for example, you'd buy one of these at $265, and then for the other colors you would buy the refills at 115 Australian dollars, and then you just switch them out. So as long as you have the case, you can make any of the refills work. I can't do that. I'm OCD and a crazy woman, so each lipstick has to have its own case for me. If I ran out of the color, and I very rarely go through a whole lipstick, I would then buy a refill just for that color. I don't have it in me to have a whole heap of refills and be switching things out all the time. But I'm insane, and that's okay. But for economical purposes, I strongly suggest you do the exact opposite to me and buy one case and then get the refills in the different colors and switch them in and out. And then this fits in here. Oh, it's snug like so. So then you've got it in the little case, and then you can just push the bottom to get it back out. Oh, carefully. Oh, there we go. I think the cases need to be a little bit bigger. just an observation. So that's the first one we've got. That's in Sweet Victory, and it is a satin finish. I will do a lot of swatching and trying on of these over on my TikTok. But if you do want a video over here with the swatching and trying them on, please let me know. I can do that in both places. I can create content twice, but if you're in a hurry, then it will be over on TikTok, all the swatching and the playing with them. So that's the lipstick. And then in here we have some tissue paper that's been concertinaed. And this is an eyeshadow palette. So once again, you've got the fleur-de-lises on the side. So this is the ombre eyeshadow palette. And you're in the color Nude Mirage 250. And these are all refillable as well. So I'll take that out. And it's the embossed again. And then we open it up. We'll move faster through all the other ones or else we'll be here for days. But I'm just showing you the packaging for the first few. You are beautiful. Look at that. This is so heavy. And then, so this is the packaging. That's the other side. So once again, there is nothing on this that tells you what color it is because it is refillable. So these are 420 Australian dollars for an eyeshadow palette. Pat McGrath mothership palettes are 220 Australian dollars. So these are $200 more expensive. And I understand that's a lot of money, but this is Louis Vuitton and this packaging far better than the Pat McGrath mothership palette packaging. So $420 with like this, or you can buy the refills for 150 Australian dollars. And this is the same as the lipsticks. Buy one packaging and then buy refills of the colors if you want multiples. So let's open this up. So this is Nude Mirage. So when you open it, there is a mirror and then there's plastic on this. So we'll just take the plastic off and then that's Nude Mirage. It's beautiful. Such pretty colors. I might actually use this tonight. I'm going to a charity event and this will match perfectly. So then there's a button on the back and we push it down and that bit pops up and that is how you take the colors out and change them over. And these are individual, so you can play with the colors. So you can, if you've got a few of these and you're traveling and you know there's certain colors you use more than others, you don't have to have all of 4 of these together. You can choose different ones and just have 4 in here that you use a lot. Are these magnetic? Yes, I think these are magnetized in. I don't want to push too hard because I don't want to drop them everywhere because if they fall from this height, they're going to smash. And this was a lot of money. So that is my eyeshadow palette in Nude Mirage. So pretty. The packaging is just to die for. It's amazing. So I'm going to put that back. All right, we will blow through the other ones or else we will be here forever because I bought so many things, but they were so pretty. Oh, and I should show you there is a case for that as well. So that is what the case looks like for the eyeshadow palette, and they have 2 little, don't know if you'll be able to see because it's black on black, but there's 2 little, oh, wow. Hang on, I didn't know that was in there. So I bought the SLG for it, but each one comes with little brushes as well. Clever. So that's pretty cool. So you don't need to buy the brushes if you don't want, because each one comes with little brushes. Good move, Louis Vuitton, good move. Okay, let's move on to the many, many boxes that are here. So we'll blow through these really quickly so you can see them all. So it's another lipstick. So there are 55 lipsticks in total. There's satin, matte, and lip balms. And there's 55 because Louis Vuitton LV in Roman numerals is 55. Very clever. So this is a satin in Kiss the Sky. Let's have a look. And that is more of a nude color. They all smell the same. They do. Oh, they smell so good. So I got Kiss the Sky, which is 101, which is a bit of a nude. And then we have they've all got like little concertina tissue paper at the bottom, like it's doing anything. So this is a balm. This is the 020 lip balm, LV Balm Sheer in Rose Essential. So the packaging on the balms are white, and they've got white on the gold bit as well. But other than that, these are the same. So completely reusable. And then this is the color. This doesn't have an LV carved into it, but this is the color of this one. So this is, what did we say it was? Rose Essential. And for anyone who's interested, the technique of applying lipstick the Pat McGrath way is to put the balm on first and then use your finger with a matte or a satin and just tap it into the middle of your lip, and it gives it a really dewy finish, if anyone's interested. Alright, what else did I get? I got carried away. I was like, no, I'll only buy 1 or 2. Actually, I was like, no, I'm not buying any. And then I was like, I'll just buy 1 or 2. And then I'm like 20 things later. This is the satin lipstick in the color 201 Spell on You. And just remember, there is that virtual try-on on the website, which is really handy. So this is just a really pretty nudie pink. I will swatch all of these over on TikTok, but let me know if you want a whole video on just swatching all this stuff here, if you're trying to make decisions around what you want to buy. And if you happen to be my colouring, because makeup is very subjective to your colouring. And we have the satin in 506 Unreachable. Ooh, you are bright. So that's that colour. And I will definitely diffuse that colour with the balm. So that I bought that specific, the darker colours I buy specifically knowing I want to do it the Pat McGrath way, where it's like just over the top of the balm, so it's diffused a little bit more. And this one is, so this is a balm. This is another balm. This is the Sheer in 40 Milky Way. Oh, you're a pretty colour. Look at that. It's like a berry. And my understanding is these balms are super pigmented, even though they are a balm. Let's not drop that. So we have that one. Oh, I think, is it 3.5 grams on the box mean how much it weighs in the box, or is that how much product's in it? I'm never really sure on that. This one is a matte in Wild Soul. Oh, pretty. So this is, you can see the matte, like completely different finish, but LV still carved into it. Same smell. They really do smell good. Like they smell luxurious, which is what you want. You want them to smell like you're in Louis Vuitton, like they have that high-end store smell to them. I don't know if each one needs its own packaging. I know what they're trying to do, but I don't know if that was necessary. This is the matte in Sensual Waves. Oh, you're pretty. They're so pretty. I'm always drawn to like a mauve. So nice. So that's Sensual Waves. 3 more to go here, and then we wait for the others that are still going to come in. So that'll be a whole other unboxing. And this is another eyeshadow palette. So this is an eyeshadow palette in Dazzling Gaze. Okay. I think this is the purples. Look at that. I think you're actually the pinks. Look. So pretty. Oh, you are gorgeous. Yes, you are. You are gorgeous. Yes, I talk to my makeup. There's nothing weird about that. So I got that one as well. So this is another matte lipstick and it's in 204 High Hopes. Pretty. So that's High Hopes. And then the last thing, and the last one is also an eyeshadow palette. So I bought 3 eyeshadow palettes in total. I haven't ordered any more of these yet. I'm going to play with them first. So this is in Cosmic Dreams. I think this is the purple. Yeah. So this is Cosmic Dreams. So pretty. So they're all the things I have so far. There is definitely more coming. So there are definitely more coming, but I also got in here. So I was lucky enough to get a little sample. Now you have to go into store to get these. They're hard to come by. They didn't get a lot of them. And yeah, I know that lots of other places got lots of samples. Australia did not. So it's incredibly limited. So I got the 4 samples of the lips. So this is Rouge Louis, Dune Explorer, Monogram Rouge, and Rose Odyssey. All colours I didn't buy, which is handy. So I've got those 4 colours to try as well. And there's 2 mattes and 2 satins. So that's really great. And then I also want to show you guys this. So at the event that Jerusha and I went to the other day for the fashion show, Amy, the artist at Louis Vuitton in Sydney, was doing paintings the whole time we were there. And you could choose from 3. It was Agnières, the Eiffel Tower, or the Harbour Bridge. And I chose Agnières. How pretty is that? So it's on the back of a postcard. I'm going to frame this and put it up because I think this is beautiful. And she just sat there all day and painted. She is so talented, Amy. So that is everything that I have from the beauty launch at the moment. There is more coming. I will do that in its own unboxing when it comes. I will swatch this and play with it over on TikTok, but if you do want some content here, please let me know. I don't know how interested you guys are in beauty, especially Louis Vuitton beauty. I know a lot of people think it's stupidly expensive, so they're not going to buy it anyway. But if you guys want the content, I will make the content here, so it's here on YouTube as well. You need to tell me in the comments, because if no one's interested, then I won't bother doing it. So they're the 16 beauty items that I have so far from Louis Vuitton. And there are still 5 more to come, which makes it 21. Is that going to annoy me? Quite possibly. So who knows, maybe they'll need to get 1 more just for that. But yeah, so I have 16 of their products so far, with more to come. So I'm really loving them. I can't wait to play with them. I'm desperate to get them out of the boxes so I can play with them and try them and see how I go with them. And yeah, everything I have seen so far has been super impressive in their formulas and no fallouts from their eyeshadow. So really excited to finally be able to have a play with them. But yeah, if you're interested and you are over on TikTok, then come find me to watch all the swatching and the content around using these things. If you've liked today's video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It means a lot to a content creator when you hit that subscribe button. Please also hit the little bell notification so you know when I upload videos, which is usually twice a week. I'll also throw up my Instagram handle for you so you can follow me over there. I put lots up in real time, lots around my collection and my day-to-day life, so please come follow me over there. I also have TikTok, so don't forget to be over there as well. I hope wherever you are in the world today, you are having a fabulous day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.